Yo, what's going on, people? It's your main man, David Strand, here with the Coco Show. Would like to say hello to everyone, and yeah, let's get the show on the road. Big shouts out to the birthday, February Pisces people coming out. I know it's Friday. I'm sorry, not Friday. Monday is the last day for us, and it's my birthday. So hey, y'all ain't gotta send me nothing. Just say happy birthday to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing 40, so I'm happy about that. Just here today to just talk about how we are as, I guess, just how everything is right now, because everything is such a mess. Like everything, and we don't even know who to turn to anymore. We don't even know who to talk to now, because it's just getting bad. It's getting so bad, and nobody's talking about it. And I mean, people are, but they not. Like, when I say bad, I mean, I'm not talking about just the stuff in Ukraine. I mean, we still got people dying every day, still from the same bull crap that's been going on for decades and years. I just want to know, when will this all stop? Like, when? You got to understand, people are actually tired. A lot of people are tired of the bullshit that's going on. And it's a lot. And you kind of got to ask yourself, like, why do I want to continue doing this? No, not saying anything bad. But what I am saying is, us as humans, man, we got to get it together. Like, real. We seriously have to get it together. Because it's 2020 now. For all of us that has kids or having kids and stuff like that, you're making the world worse for them, not for you anymore. You guys got to realize, when you're having kids, I don't have any kids, so I can talk, but when you're having kids and you see everything that's going on in this world, your best bet is to just teach them the right way and tell them not to look at the crap that's going on TV and stuff like that, like politics. I hate politics, just for the record. I talk about it too, but I hate it. And again, I just feel that now that just a lot of stuff is just coming to the light, and nobody's really paying attention to it, because we're paying more attention to the things that's going on in Ukraine right now. And I'm very sorry for everything that's going on in Ukraine, like 100%. And I wish it didn't happen, but for some reason, this is the freaking world we live in. So it's just take. Imagine a world, instead of taking, we share. Just for a second. Just imagine that. Just imagine everything is not about oil, gold, water, everything. Just, especially money. Money is the number one thing. And now it's just getting so bad to where once money doesn't exist anymore, what are people going to do? That is including myself too. I'm not going to panic, but it's just money. And at the end of the day, people, you work hard day and night for this thing. And for what? Just so you can turn around and do it again the next day, work with the same people, and they still do the same thing, and nobody gets faster? It's like a Twilight Zone episode, and it sucks. So, I know I'm going everywhere right now. But again, the world is a mess, and everything in it is a mess, and there's no one to call on in the time of need. And even if you did, would anyone respond? That's the real thing right there. Because I know there's a lot of people being murdered, and it's not getting any better. But the only thing we could do as humans is keep building up buildings, sending bullshit into space, and not even relying on the help that we really need with just the people. It's us. This isn't a black and white Hispanic thing. This ain't nothing like that. It's an everybody thing, because we're all one people. We're all on this planet. And once we realize that we are all one people, then maybe we can move forward better in life, instead of seriously dealing with the bullcrap that's going on right now. But again, I'm just one person. So a lot of people probably listening to me saying, oh, it's just another person ranting, blah, 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 blah. But again, when you're a parent or you get older, it's kind of like, dang, I understand why our elders was telling their younger people this is what you need to do. And granted, don't stay closed-minded. Keep learning. And I wish we would have kept learning, because now it's like everything has stopped. Nobody wants to teach. Nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to listen. Listening is part of learning. And again, nobody wants to do it. So everybody is stuck in there. Oh, this is what I'm going to do for the weekend. My week is this. My day is this. Let's just be real. If you got to broadcast it 24/7, then what's up with you? You just letting everybody know what you're doing and where you at and how you doing and stuff like that. You don't need that. Because then if you get a stalker, guess what? That's your own fault. It's your own fault. And again, that's what's wrong with this dumbass world. Because you can't take a picture and look good without having somebody stalk you. So, or not even that, like some jackass is trying to hack my page. So it's just, why? Go get your own followers. We worked on this podcast from the ground up, and now we got somebody trying to literally hack in and try to get our ends, if you want to call it. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. You ain't got nothing else better to do. Nothing else better to do. Whew. It's just I feel like it's going to be a never-ending story with this planet. And the more and more I think about it, and probably other people feel the same way, but the more and more I think about it, I just keep asking myself, like, what is the end going to look like? What is this going to be reduced to? What are we as humans going to be reduced to? And we don't pay attention to that. We only pay attention to money. And that's it. Because I'm telling you, if you pay attention to money, when you dead, you can't take the money with you. So why you pay so much close attention to it? I know you're here now, but you don't have to break your neck for it. Everybody says, oh, I'm saving up my money so I can go on a trip. To do what? Spend money and come back to make the money again? Oh, I just do that just because I want to be able to live. Every day you wake up, you living. That's pretty much all you can do. You can't do nothing else. You can't do nothing else. On another note, on another god doggone note, and I'm glad I said god doggone. Can somebody explain to me, please? Where? Oh, where? Where is the God that everybody talks about in church and everything else like that? Why is it that he is not helping everyone in need? You know, I'm switching it up a little bit, because this been kind of sitting on me for a minute, and it's been sitting on me for a while. A lot of stuff in this planet and this world don't make sense. You know, about the Bible, and then about other nationalities and our history and stuff like that. And it just doesn't make any sense to where everything that's going on right now, you mean to tell me there's a God? You mean to tell me, and on top of that, what's the man's name? Because I know that, like, me and my father was talking, and history tells us that, you know, Greeks or Greek mythology, Norse mythology, you know, had Odin, Thor, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, and stuff like that. But then, like, now we got what? Allah, and the Americans, we say God. But as Americans, most Americans don't even know his name. Yahweh. We don't go around saying Yahweh. They go around saying God and the Son of Jesus and all this other stuff. Why is it that the history, everybody knew the God's names, but we don't know the real God's name in this time, in this history? Because so much stuff has been kept away from just human civilization Period. Because people want to stay in power. Power. Why do you want to stay there? Because you know for a fact that you can do whatever you want. You can plant whatever you want. You can do all types of stuff behind the scenes and nobody won't know and nobody won't care. Why? Because it's the world we live in. But again, why is it that he's so omnipotent? You know, why is he letting everything go down? Not just in Ukraine, but why everything in general. So again, I have a lot of speculations on why the governors and the people of the planet insist on just putting this in your head and making you believe and making you do this and you gotta bend over backwards. But it's just like everything that's going on, how is he letting this happen? I don't care. You guys can jump on me. You guys can tell me, oh, he don't da 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 da. I know. That's cool. But you know. How come the world don't know? How come the world don't know that he can do the same thing for you that he can do for everybody else? That's what I don't understand about churches. Yeah, I went did this and he did that for me, but you don't look like you hurting in any kind of way. So why did he do it for you? You're not hurting like I am, or somebody else is. Somebody else is on the verge of getting kicked out, and somebody else they in church talking about something. Oh well, there was $5,000 in my mailbox. How come nobody didn't give her the doggone money? She the one hurting. She the one that, or he or they, them the one that's hurting, trying to make ends meet. And here you go with money in the mail. But you just saying that as a testimony. That's probably not even the truth. You probably got it from some chick you just forgot about. If you call that a testimony, I don't call it testimony. Because I look at it like this. Eddie Griffin said it best. We are the temple. So if we're the temple, why is there so many god doggone churches and not enough saved people? Ooh, can somebody make some sense out of that? We have more churches. If we have all the churches in Greenville, South Carolina, why is it that like half of these people aren't saved and aren't Christians that they say they are? Why? Because they're not preaching the real thing. What is the real thing? No one knows because they're just talking. They're taking bits and pieces out of a book and running with it. And then again, you feel that, oh, I needed to hear this. You need to hear stuff other than that and other stuff in order for you to understand, hey, get it together. But I'm just a person talking. That's all I am. And as much as people tell me, you know, go to church, go to church, go to church, what is going to church gonna tell me? That everybody gets dressed up for what? To listen to a man preach about how much he got? I'm good. Churches that we got a gym coming up, but you still got to pay for a membership, even though you paid for part of the gym. You paid for, it don't matter if you paid for a brick or a piece of god doggone plywood in the doggone building. If you paid for it, you don't need to pay for a membership just so you can enjoy what you paid for. Because I guarantee you, the money that most people put in the pulpit, they enjoying it. We not. So we gotta constantly keep paying, and then they're gonna say, "Well, how you keep the light bill on?" Well, ain't that what you ask God to do? So won't you ask Him to keep the light bill on? If you praising the way you supposed to be praising and talking the way you supposed to be talking, I think a lot of people are getting it mixed up, especially with the whole Bible thing and the whole Christianity thing, because it's more Christians that'll judge you and do other stuff than help you. So, and don't bring it this way, because I mean I don't even know what I am anymore. I don't know, like, because it just gets to the point to where everybody says so much you don't know what to believe anymore. So now you just got to do research on every doggone thing because everybody's lying about something. Whew. But yeah, all these churches around, it's probably like every church probably like every 2 miles. If it's that many churches, then how come we do not have that many people saved? Like, something that it don't make sense to me. And if it makes sense to you, then please email me. You know, send a comment or something, and I'll gladly say something about it. But I just don't understand the American culture, and I'm American, and that's the crazy part about it, to where you got so much stuff that's hidden from back in the day. You don't put it in the Bible and you don't put it in history books because you know for a fact if anybody found out the truth, you're powerless. And there it is right there. You're powerless. Any pastor that don't take money and gives his money to the people, I guarantee you more people will come to the church for the money versus the word. I promise you on that one. But you know, hey, I'm going to let it happen because at the end of the day, that's making you feel good. And if it don't make sense to you, then that's a problem. That's a god doggone problem because that don't make no type of sense to me. It probably don't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, and that's probably why a lot of churches have failed nowadays because they realize they're not talking about nothing. They're just yelling and preaching and everything else like that. Show me without having to be the whole money ordeal. Show me what he's capable of, and versus just telling me to get your money. And a lot of people is going to say, man, my church ain't like that. My church ain't like that. If any church pick up money, that's just letting me know what kind of church you are. I'll get up and leave because I don't want to be a part of something like that. Because again, when they went to study and they did everything else back in the day, they didn't have money. They traded things. We can't trade nothing now because don't nobody want to do that. And then again,
we need that money from you. Yes, we do. We definitely need you to send out your hearts and look deep into your pockets and anything that you got, even if you got a quarter or even $1, to reach out and just take just whatever you can.
That's bull because you know if you do it by a credit card, they're gonna charge you interest. You know that crap. But you know, that's what people do. And this is what the world we live in. You have a mental health problem, you need money. If you need help, you need money. If you just need anything, you need money. I promise you, probably 2025, if most of us are still around, everybody's going to have cardboard saying, we will clean your house for da-da-da-da-da. Because how the way it's going now, it's going to continue to go. And then everybody's going to be on TV.
Won't you reach down in your pockets and just give me anything you got? I don't care what it is.
You're going to be the one doing the same god doggone thing and asking yourself, how did I get here? Well, look at what happened. I don't get it. We don't realize the mistakes that we're making from our past mistakes. Even as a generation, our generation, our family generation, our culture generation, are we not seeing it? Or do you not see the pattern that goes on? Because if you don't, then oh man, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say anymore. We can't help other people because we can't even help ourselves. We don't know what to do anymore. We know how to argue. We know how to pull out a gun and shoot you. We know how to do all of that. But we don't know how to talk. Communication is the number one thing that people just fail to do and fail to realize that communication will just be so much different. But see, the thing is with communication is people put so much of a twist on things and they lie about stuff. And that's how nowadays everything's a lie. Nobody can sit here and tell the truth about anything because everything has either been covered up or like in our culture, everything has been burnt up, taken over, ran out of town, or flooded with water. Black culture, I mean. So we don't even really know our full history and our full upbringing because it was burnt, destroyed, and stuff like that, exactly like it was in the Hitler days. So it was no different than what's going on right now. And it's a cycle that we will never, ever, as a human race, will never be able to get out of because we don't want to learn anything. new. We don't want to teach anything new. The only thing we want to do is, this is how much money I have. This is how much money I'm going to make. And you can't do nothing about it because I got more money than you do. And that's fine. Because again, when it's all said and done, this money will be here, blowing paper in the wind. And you will also be here, but you will be dust and your skull will be sitting on other skulls like a dumbass. Because this is what we are as humans. We can't come together. We can't communicate. We can't delegate. We can't do none of this stuff without something popping off. So what is the human race? Nobody knows, because we go right back to that damn book. Right back to it. And they say Adam and Eve. They say God. And again, do you really think if there are other planets in the galaxy, in the solar system, in the universe, then how many gods are there in the solar system? You ever think about that? Or is it something that's made up? Because honestly, if you're a Marvel fan like me, if you see a big old Jesus head sitting up in the sky, you gonna freak the fuck out. Just being honest. So yeah, earthquake. Oh, it's a sign of the gods. Whatever. It's called an earthquake. Tectonic plates. Again, everything happens for a reason. The whole flood. That was. I mean, if you really want to go there. Let's just think about it. It rains like crazy now. Imagine back in the day when it was still trying to get right. Everybody, and then they decided to write a book and said, Noah, put all these animals in the ark. I just want to know, was it black people on the ark? Because I was kind of curious about that. Because in the Bible, it don't really say anything about that. You know, I'm just kind of curious. So, like, when they say, like, two of every kind, so, like, who are the two black people on Noah's Ark? Just dawns on me to where, because it's just like if they say it was just Noah and his family. So which one of them were black? Because it just don't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So I keep asking myself, why was it no depiction of a black person in the Bible? Or they'll tell you got to go to another book. Why do I got to go to another book to know if any black people was on the ark? Like, seriously, there was no mention of that. Like, they said two of every animal. We as mammals are humans. We are animals. So are we as black people considered the animal in the ark? Just out of curiosity. Because again, those are things that aren't explained in the Bible. You are just supposed to automatically say, oh, well, I'm this guy's black and this woman's black and this child is black and blah, 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 blah. So last day I have Black History Month, and I just want to end that with this. Let's go back into history and just let's just go see if like any type of mentioning of color, melanin back in the day, because there wasn't. That's why they hide so much stuff now and tell you this is who it was, that is who it was, and da 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 da. And again, people, let's just be real. If you say Noah took just his family, who in the family was black? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, it's your main man David Strand, The Coco Show. Y'all can criticize me. Y'all can get blah, blah, blah. Me, I don't care. The only thing is I look at it like this. At the end of the day, the money will be here. You will not be. It's your main man David Strand, The Coco Show. I'll holler at you. Peace.